Is that too close?
So hi, my name's Robin McAndrew. I'm the manager of Artisan Fashion at the factory that we're in today. We make bags, accessories and apparel for some of the most recognizable brands in the world, of which Vivienne Westwood is of course one. Think of us in terms of a core and satellite approach. The core is within the factory here, traditional skills, and then the satellite components is the community network that we work with to create the employment opportunities that is the reason why it is that we do what it is that we do. And today we're making a bag. It's on the production floor at the moment out of deconstructed and reconstructed jeans. So here in this country we have 140,000 tons of imported second-hand materials every single year. We look to see what it is that we can use from that before we start looking at virgin materials.
My name is Vincent Oduor. I'm Program Management Officer for Ethical Fashion Initiative, a program of the UN implemented under International Trade Center. We work in Kenya with 22 communities spread across Kenya, in the south, in the coast, and in the east, and in the Rift Valley as well. We are doing this, first of all, for the love of humanity, because every human being deserves a better job, better life, and also better enjoyment, to live as a human being. So for the love of humanity. Second, we are doing this to spark development processes. So we have created a structure within which endogenous processes to development can be anchored. So we have created that just to support the development agenda, the global development agenda, starting locally but expanding to the globe. The skill of brass melting. They are using scrap metals collected from the biggest dump site we have in Nairobi that serves the whole of Nairobi and the outskirts. So they collect there the pieces of broken taps and padlocks collected in one place, and then they are supplied to some groups that we engage, the groups that are dealing with brass melting. And that's a skill that comes from traditional blacksmiths. We always joke that Africa is dumping ground for dead man's clothes, and it's almost literal. If you walk to this second-hand clothes market, you will see mountains of second-hand clothes. Some of them are oversized that nobody wants to buy them, so they end up into landfills. If nobody takes them, nobody buys them to use them. So this is the part of that we target, those that cannot be reused by those who want to reuse second-hand clothes. They sell them to us, and we recycle this instead of being thrown or becoming part of the landfill.
My name is Violet Njoki. I am the Community Liaison Officer working with Artisan Fashion. Okay, so why do I do this? Number one, I do this out of passion. I have a deep passion for community development. I work to create a ripple effect in my community and be the change I want to see in my society. As Artisan Fashion, we do this because we want to spark a conversation around the adverse effects of fast fashion and what it's doing to our environment. So we want to encourage other brands, because ethical fashion brings about more positive impacts to not only the environment but also the social and financial impacts of our artisans and everyone else involved in it. My ideal situation in Artisan Fashion and our ideal situation as the Artisan Fashion social enterprise is having consistent work with our communities, where our artisans are working full-time from January to December without any stop, because with that they are able to plan for their money better. It's able to bring about an impactful economic change for them.